Listen, something huge here. This is a fun conversation. I texted you to earlier, which kind of sparked this episode here. Is Lincoln Riley to USC? To me, again, you made some solid points, which at first glance I really wasn't thinking about it, and again, you laid it out pretty clearly, and I was like, all those things make sense. I'm still not sold on it. I think long term, big term, 5-year plan. Yes, makes total complete sense, and that's kind of where my mind was not when I first read it, right? I'm thinking short term because that's how college football really is very short term thinking. Like you have to be, right? We don't think 5 years.
It's
unfortunately,
gratification, which is why the Dan Mullen thing. And
correct.
Here we are again.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
That's my point. So Riley leaving Oklahoma to go to USC after a 10-2 record, right? They were somewhat dominant. They've been somewhat dominant for the last few years here, right? They've pumped out Baker.
Every year he's been there.
Yeah, they've pumped out Baker. They pumped out Kyler. That's right. Except this year. So they've been anything but a slouch of a football team.
Don't forget Jalen Hurts. I mean, let's be honest.
And Hurts.
They got Jalen Hurts from Alabama.
Yeah,
because of
like the guy is a god there. Like he's got everything flowing. He what we're talking about has built what you want for a football team. Now, once you get there and you're in the Final Four and losing, that's just part of the game, right? Like that's gonna happen. Trying to win it every year, and even when he won, it's tougher than people realize. Making it to the damn dance is. I don't think we can grasp what Saban's been able to accomplish because he makes it look so easy, but winning is not easy, right? So for what he's done in this span has been incredible. So for him just to pack up and leave like that, like after he's been gaslighting all OU fans. I mean, it's been I'm not going to be the next coach for the LSU. I'm not going anywhere. There has been zero signs that this man was leaving. Last night, he interviewed after the game and said, I'm not going to be the next coach of LSU. We're working on things. We're making things better here. We're working on our culture here.
He was right, though.
What?
Yes. He is not going to be the next coach at LSU.
And then today, you leave? That tells me, goes back to the whole Billy and A. Bro, this has been in the works for a minute. This isn't just pop out. They didn't just call you last night after your interview, and you're like, you know what? Fuck what I said.
Yeah, USC did not fire Helton on a whim
in September. In September.
Exactly.
Yes.
You don't make that move
without a backup plan.
Without at least a conversation.
Okay.
Right? Not even a backup plan. Like a backup plan is like if things go wrong.
Sure.
I at least have this.
An action item.
The backup plan is
an action item.
The guy I got.
Yes. You're right. You're right. They fired him with intentions. You're right.
Yeah. So
the question I asked you, I said, why? Right? It doesn't make sense. So go ahead and diverge on what you explained.
Well, okay. So college football coaches, unless you're at your alma mater or unless you're born and raised into the school that you're at, right?
Sure. Or you played there.
Have that type of allegiance. If you actually look at the way that college football coaches talk about football games, it's almost like pro. It's getting very, very close to the way that pro coaches talk about it. They're hired mercenaries. They're hired to win games.
Sure.
Right? So when they talk about things, they don't talk about rivalries like we talk about them with one another. They say the opponent.
The media asks them about it, and they kind of just said, "Look, it's just another. We're just here to win football games."
Yeah, the opponent on the other side is nameless and faceless, and it doesn't matter if it's a rivalry to you or me.
Yeah.
It's not a rivalry to them because again. They didn't go here. They haven't been indoctrinated into hating
the culture.
This isn't
that's huge.
Lifetime. So for them, they don't see it that way.
Sure.
So for
it's
them,
a business.
For them to have an opportunity, and let's be honest, you've had Hurts, you've had
Murray,
Mayfield, you've had
Murray.
You've had these quarterbacks who somehow, some way, in the middle of a rural state in nowhere, you have been able to get these guys.
And you got two of them to transfer. Yeah, you got Baker to leave A&M. Huge.
Yeah. You got Kyler, who he stole from Texas Tech when.
Baylor was Texas Tech.
The
Or
guy,
Baker.
Kingsbury,
God,
the guy who now coaches him out in
Clip.
Arizona, drafted him because he wanted him so bad at Texas Tech when he was coaching there, and he couldn't get him because of
So
obviously
hold on. Are you sure you're right? Lincoln stole Baker and Kyler from Texas Tech?
just Kyler.
No.
Kyler was Kingsbury's dude.
But Baker played at Texas Tech too, wasn't it? Or was it A&M? No, it was Texas. Was it A&M or Texas? It was Texas Tech.
I don't know where he came from.
He came from Texas Tech.
If that's the case, then yeah, he stole him twice. He stole twice.
He stole.
But I'm telling you right now, like when Kingsbury got hired to be the head coach at Arizona, the Cardinals, he drafted Kyler Murray first because he wanted so badly to coach that guy when he lost the opportunity in college.
Yeah,
now
Texas Tech.
Pro, he stole him. He got him in the draft, and that's why Kyler Murray is in Arizona, because strictly Kingsbury said, "I'm in love with him." So, I guess my point is this.
No, see, okay, he took Kyler from A&M.
Okay,
Kyler from A&M, Baker from Texas Tech. Just make sure we got the right Texas here.
Look,
either way, he stole from two Texas teams, two great quarterbacks.
At the end of the day, but look, here's the thing: he has an opportunity now to go to California, which is one of the top 3 fertile recruiting grounds. He doesn't have to recruit against Texas. He doesn't have to recruit against Texas A&M. He doesn't have to recruit against LSU. He doesn't have to recruit against those high-level teams where all the fertile talent.
His
UCLA
top 5
is not going to beat him.
No, his top 5 recruits. His top 5 recruits this year that are committed next year are from Southern California. There's gonna be some and they haven't even signed yet. They haven't even signed, so
that's a December thing.
It's a verbal commit. So there's probably gonna be some decommits coming, especially since he's leaving. So he's
gonna have the opportunity to go to USC, which you can argue whether USC or OU or have more history. But he's going to go
USC
to a
by
place
far
that has less competition.
I was going to say less competition.
He's good at it.
Yeah, he's going to so I like everything you're saying. He has an opportunity to go to a dumpster fire of a school right now, right, that has incredible history, winning history, and completely rebirth this thing, which is exciting. I think it's going to be kind of cool. I haven't seen USC since I've been in middle school be relevant, really. And like you said,
maybe the Texas National Championship where they lost by
the Vince Young. That's what I remember. That's my USC
the Reggie Bush,
highlight.
The Matt Leinart,
that was like what was that, like 08, 07?
Yeah, I mean they
06?
They
06?
had the Matt Barkley days, but that was after that. I mean, but there was a period of time where USC just was Carson Palmer.
Dude, they were the Bama. They were the Bama of college football.
Yes,
100%.
Exactly what they were.
I think
just year over year, and you just thought they can't do any wrong there. And they had what's his name from Pete in Seattle,
Pete Carroll.
It's just been kind of a hodgepodge ever since.
Since
this guy, I think he's literally looking at an opportunity of saying, "I've seen it when it's put together well."
Look, he went to Oklahoma and has done well there. And here's the part that's kind of crazy to me. You're right now you're in a division that's not that tough. You've made it to the playoffs every year you've been there for a reason. The problem isn't your division; it's the outside the division. But I think the advantage he gets in USC, like what you just said, is he's not competing as the competition for recruiting is not going to be as intense. So now he gets to build probably that next level tier of a team. Right? Right now he's floating between tier 2, sometimes a 1. And now if he can go there and just duplicate what he's already doing, but now he can, bring in some higher recruits. And USC, look, they're patient. From a UF standpoint, they have patience. So I think they're bought in on this guy. And they've been losing for so long. What do they have to lose? So I think he's going into a great situation. I'm sure he's getting paid guap. I didn't see the contract details. Again, it just kind of seemed a little crazy to me, but also too right now there's some controversial on the OU quarterback situation too. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
he feels like, hey, I haven't recruited well. I don't know. It was kind of crazy to me, but now that we've talked about it, you and I, this is my second time going through it. It's really coming together. And again, if you're looking at that 5-year plan, the shit makes sense. The shit makes
For
sense.
him, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's be
it's
honest.
cool. I'm not a huge fan of USC or California, but it's cool to see these schools that were dominant at one
I'm
point.
not a huge fan of OU.
Yeah. Are you? You're not?
So I don't know if I've pointed that out.
Yeah, I haven't heard you say it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, speaking of that, that means that there is a vacuum in college football coaching opportunities. I mean, look, if Helton leaves and you've got Lincoln going to California, that means that there's a OU job, there's an LSU job, there are jobs out there.
And there might be more by the end of the year. We'll see. Listen, moving into our last topic. This is kind of a fun one.